my friends, welcome back to my channel. And this kind of quickie video, maybe it's not going to be really quick, but it'll just be about one thing, and that is going to be about coloring black hair. So I had a request to do another video as a little refresher, because I was told that some of you have a hard time getting your black hair not to look like a big black blob. And so I thought that I would take this fantastic page by Lena, Walter's mom, and 00073.uv. And her coloring pages, as many of you now know, are only available in her through a Patreon subscription. Yeah, so this is the page that I have been working on. I actually did this page on the Strathmore mixed media paper in tan, because I had been telling you guys about how that's a really nice alternative to the Neenah Desert Storm. And then I discovered that there is a problem with that. And that problem is, and I had forgotten because it had been so long since I used the paper, this is a very thick cardstock type paper. And unless you have a straight feed printer, which I actually purchased my printer for that specific reason, because I wanted a straight feed printer so I could print on really heavy papers. It won't go through your average printer. So you would either have to take it to a local print shop. If you're in the United States, you know, UPS, FedEx, all those places will print. You can just put your images on a little thumb drive and have them print on your paper, or you won't be able to use it. So I apologize for telling you guys so frequently that this is a good alternative, because it is quite heavy and it will be limited for many of you. However, I'm in love with it. I'm working on my second portrait in addition to this one. And the layers just never end. And yet it's smoother than that Strathmore toned tan, which I say I can't stand it, but maybe I should give it another try, because I'm discovering papers that I had once not liked, not being too bad. But this, I actually printed on the smooth side of the paper. There actually is, to me, a rougher side and a smoother side. And so I did print it on the smooth side. I don't know that I would like the rougher side. But anyway, I'm rambling, and we're going to work on black hair today because I was asked to do that. So it's super easy. It doesn't even take very many colors at all. So we're going to use a 10% cool gray. We're going to use, we're going to use Prisma black. We're also going to use a Polychromos black or a schpirerr farben black. They're similar, and they're much more of a warm black as opposed to the Prisma black, which is more neutral or can go cool. So, and then possibly espresso. That's kind of going to be like your choice, sort of. And you're probably going to want a blender. I'm going to use the Caran D'Ache Full Blender Bright, but any blender that you prefer will work. So the biggest thing about doing black hair, and it kind of is the same thing no matter what color hair you're doing, you're going to have your best results if you look at the hair and you work in sections of hair. So for example, if I were to think of this right here as a section of hair, I'm going to start there and I'm going to work that section first. And I'm going to just streak in some of this 10% cool gray right in the center of that section of hair. That's the top upmost part of the hair that is going to be sticking up and is going to catch most of the light. Then you're going to come down to the bottom of that section and you're going to work your way up with your black. And don't worry about overlapping. You actually want to do some overlapping into the cool gray that you put down. So that is not a problem. And then you find the top of your section and you just come down. A sharp pencil does work best because then you get sharper lines. So you can keep turning your pencil occasionally to get that sharp edge and just work your way through. And you can pull some of that black hair through the gray that you put on here. And then just put a little bit more of that black on here just to, because blending pencils don't work if you don't have enough color pencil down on the page for them to have something to blend. So then I'm going to take the blending pencil and I'm going to go in the direction of the hair right through the whole entire section. Now, if you're working on smoother paper that doesn't have quite as much tooth, it won't take as much work to fill in the tooth and cover up all the little holidays. But now there's your shiny bit of hair right there. So when you go on to the next section, I'm actually going to work a few sections at a time right in here to show you. So here's your highlight. So your highlight is also going to be in the same kind of area on all these sections. So we're going to put some of that highlight in here. I'll come and work this section in a little bit. But then in addition to the light hitting and kind of hitting across the head, it's also going to hit in a couple of other areas as well. So you're just going to put down a few little streaks of that cool gray. I think I'm going to make that dark, so I'm going to leave that one alone. And I think I'll stop there for now. Okay, so again, we're going to look at this as sections. So if I make, because the way that it's drawn, I'm going to count this as a section right here. And I'm going to count this as a section right here. So we're going to have the darker color at the top and bottom of the section. Okay, so then we've got this other bit here. So this is also a section. And we can just, right now, we'll just map this out just to make it easier for you guys to see, and easier for me to see too, because I'm going to map it out and then I'm going to come back in and add more dark or even more of the cool gray if I feel like I want to. Okay, so the key to making everything look three-dimensional, to make it look so that it's not one big clump, is to have very dark areas mixed in with with your other very dark areas, because I know this is black hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this section right here, and I'm not going to put any highlight in that at all. I'm just going to color that dark black. And then this right here, could also just be dark black. Now I'm going to sharpen my pencil again a little bit. I'm going to come up here and fill in this little section here. And I'm debating on what to do right here. I think I do want a little bit of gray on there. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop there for now to show you how I think for you guys, if you're having a hard time with it, not doing too many sections at a time is probably best, because that way you can really see where you need to come in and add your very darkest bits, the top and the bottom of each section. We can do all of this. This is going to be very dark. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Now that we've really got those dark bits in there so that we don't get confused with those sections, we don't cover them up. I'm going to add a little bit more gray. And I'll work on the rest of this outer bit here in a second. I want to blend and show you. Now when I blend, I'm also going to blend in those sections. I didn't put enough gray down right here, so I'm going to do that. Especially since this is where I kind of established my light source coming from. And you're just going to feather that darker color into your layer color. I put my blender down somewhere. There it is. Okay. So what happens is that we still get those nice dark points which push that hair deep into the head. And then this is my Polychromos. I'm actually going to use my SPRAYER farben instead. It's a little bit browner. when it goes over the top of the gray. So if you find that you put too much gray down and you're like, oh, that's really bright, I don't like that, just streak through it. Just darken it up and put more streaks through it. Now, if you want to, you can also add a little bit of espresso. So what that cool gray does is it gives the hair, the black hair, some of that blue shine that black hair can sometimes get. But you can also just lightly feather in some espresso and give that black hair even more colored dimension, so that it's black, but it also has that little bit of brown showing. But I would just do very little of that. So really it's really quite easy if you just work in those little sections of hair. So here's another one I went ahead and already did the gray on. And I'm going to also just take a little triangle here and make that a little bit extra dark. So now the black gets put in. Feathered up into the section here. It looks like I might want a little bit more, so I'm just gonna streak a couple little more streaks down the middle there, and then darken up that black. I think this was that section that I left really dark. So I'm going to put highlight on this one. So I think what I'll do, because it's all going to be the same exact technique through the whole rest of the video, is I'm just going to go ahead and color it. I'm not sure if I should double time it through, or just let you guys watch me do it in real time. I might just do it in real time. But I think I'm going to just put some music on and let you guys watch, because there's really nothing else I have to input into that. It's basically just, you know, sections of hair, put your highlights in. Sometimes sections of hair have more than one highlight. Like this one here, this long section of hair, I would put the highlight like right here. And then I would also put some in here. And again, like I said, You can always add more of either color if you feel like you need to. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and let this run in real time, but I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm just going to probably put a show on for myself and just keep working. And then you guys can kind of watch this come together. So I hope that this helped. I hope understanding the clumps of hair and how they help to separate and give the hair more dimension so that it does not look like one big blob of black. I hope that helped. So I will I'll come back and say goodbye on the other side. Okay, I thought maybe I would come back because this little bit of hair looks a little bit, not really difficult, but I'm going to have to decide if I want it to be really thick, like a full thing of hair, or if I want it to be a little bit more wispy, because some of this stuff lends itself to being a little bit more wispy. So I think I'm going to start small. I can always fill in if I decide that it needs it. And then I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but when I started putting this schpirerr farben black on, I don't know if you could see, I can definitely see the brown coming through. Polychromos black will do that a little bit. And that's why I said that maybe if you wanted to, you could use the espresso to put that little bit of brown in there if you felt like you wanted it. And if you don't want it and you just want to use the two colors, the black and the cool gray, that's totally fine too. I'm just kind of trying to fill in. I guess that looks okay. Want that to look real. Well, you know, as real as. Okay, that's not bad. All right, back over here. So, again, there's going to be sections here that I'm going to fill in and make as dark as I can get it. And then when I come in to do the section here, we're having one little piece that's really dark. Okay, and then, well, I guess I won't know till I just do it. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that section without color on it. We might do some stray hairs, but I want to leave a gap there. I want this piece to make sure that it stands up, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that gray, that 10% cool gray right on the top of it, so that it definitely separates from the section beneath it. Okay, so this is the top. So we're going to try and keep that a little bit lighter. And then this is the underside of that bit of hair. So we'll go a little bit darker. And then a lot of the time, for me, it just really does help to just blend things out. Kind of like the pre-blend, the first blend. Because things really do change when you blend the colors together. I don't like how I did that. But I don't know that I can change it. It was supposed to twist, and I feel like I did not. I feel like I did not do that well. Oh well. It is what it is at this point. All right, let's keep blending this. Now be careful with your blacks. They do tend to smear if you're not careful. So I don't know if that's just because it's a really dark color or what, but I have noticed that the blacks tend to smear more than any of my other colors. Something about this one I don't like. That's better. Okay, that's better. All right, we're almost there. No, I thought that looked wrong. I'm like, why does that look so brown? I don't know, because it's brown. Okay. Back over it with black. All right, I want this to have a little bit of a highlight, and then I want this to be really dark. So I don't mind that this is a little bit brown. You won't even notice it once I get finished. All right. Gray, think that's gonna be it. Maybe just a couple of really light ones. And then we've got to get it all deep in back there. That's gonna be the darkest part. I need a little bit of tissue to hold my pencil into my extender. And it's not cooperating. That's better. Okay, so. All right, we'll start there and see what we need to do. Okay, so I'm sure you can see this, how by adding that little bit of white highlight or the light gray highlight here and going really dark here, and then again it's a little bit lighter and then really dark in here. We've separated each one of these little sections of hair and made it look more, each section is more defined and makes it look more three-dimensional. So now I'm going to take my schpirerr farben, and I'm just going to come in and just pull back just a few of the highlights, the ones that feel like they're probably a little bit too bright. And then after I get the background in, which I'm still not sure what I'm going to do for that, after I get the background in, then I'm going to come in with my black pencil again and just add a few stray hairs. And we can actually also do that, since this is the side that's catching the light. We can also do that with our gray pencil. and just put in a few loose flyaway hairs that are catching the light. And for those that it always helps to go at a different angle other than the angle that the hair is going. So if the hair is all coming this way, if you take your pencil and throw in those highlights kind of going off, you'll see them a lot better than if you followed the direction of the hair. You won't see them as well that way. I'm pretty happy with that. I do think I want a few more wispies. But I don't want to go too crazy until the background's in, because I don't know what I'm going to do for the background yet. I haven't decided. So is that it? Are we done for the most part? I think so. If you guys have any questions at all, just please feel free to drop me a comment. I answer all of the comments that you guys send me, or you can reach out to me on Facebook. I have a Facebook group. You're welcome to come and join. That's for YouTube and my coloring pages, and I'm happy to help if I can, if you have any questions. So on that note, I will say goodbye. Oh, you know what? One more thing, just really quick, one more thing that I am going to do, that I do tend to like to do on a lot of the pages, is I just want to throw a few hairs on top of her forehead, just because. Okay, that will be it. The next video will be coming up shortly. It won't be this page. It will be something else, probably one of my coloring pages. But this one was so much fun, and I'll definitely use this paper again, but probably just for my own colorings, since unfortunately it's pretty thick. So that's all. Until I see you guys again, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Happy coloring. Bye.